Okay guys, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process that I take to purchase a used car. Because they say prevention is better than cure. And if you do everything right when purchasing a used car, you shouldn't have to fix your car within the first 6 months to a year. So let's go step by step. Alright, the first thing you are gonna do when purchasing your used vehicle is actually a title search. Yes, I said it. You want to make sure that you get a vehicle with clean title. A salvage title vehicle is a vehicle that is most likely already written off by an insurance company, and you will get is either high premium or some company just won't insure it at all. The way that I do my title search is I check Kelly Blue Book or Car Guru. All you need to do is put your VIN number in and you should get all the information. There are some other sites that you can pay to get your car history, but a good car history and title search should tell you everything: how many accidents your car have been into, whether your car title is clean or not, and how much miles, and see even sometime when last it's been maintained. So getting the VIN number, running it through Kelly Blue Book is a good way to start when purchasing a used car. All right, so you've done your title inspection or your title search, and it's good to go. You like what you see and you're ready to purchase the car. The next step is the engine check. But you don't need to go under the hood just yet. You're gonna need one of these. And this is a OBD2 sensor. Now I have a video on how to use a OBD2 sensor, and it's quite simple. You'll take this piece right here and you'll connect it to the car, and I'll show you that piece in a while. Okay, you'll take your OBD2 sensor, which is this right here, and you'll connect it to this. And every car has a port like this one. Every modern car has a port like this one. And what the OBD2 sensor does is that it checks the sensors in the engine. It checks all the sensors: oxygen sensors, mass airflow sensor, all the sensors, and it tells if the engine is in good condition or not. But the real reason why you put a OBD2 sensor in there is if you get all the readings, if all the sensors is connected, nothing goes wrong, you're supposed to get no code found. So you attach your OBD2 sensor, you scan it. After a minute or two, no code found should appear. If the sensor starts to read engine not ready, it means that the engine was wiped clean or the battery was removed. And in order to get the engine ready, you then have to drive 20 to 100 miles depending on the make of your vehicle. So after the most important part of purchasing a used car, it's only $10, is having a OBD2 sensor to scan the computer, make sure your engine is in good condition. And if your engine is in good condition, it's on to the next step. It's time for, I think, pretty much the simplest part of inspecting a car, which is the visual inspection. So doing a visual inspection, when I'm doing a visual inspection, I'm looking for undisclosed damage or repair that the owner made that they didn't, talk to me about. Because again, guys, it's a used car. Maybe the person had to repair it, but I would like them to disclose it to me. One of the most evident way to find repairs that have not been disclosed is I bring my hand along the surface. I look for any uneven area, like any poor craftsmanship in repair, any change in paint. So it is really hard to get the paint of a vehicle to match factory setting. So that is one of the dead giveaway. No matter how professional the body shop is, matching the paint color is almost impossible. For whatever reason. So you go along your body panel and you feel for any inconsistency in surface area or any discolor change. One of the things why I like to look for these type of repair, it means that there is rust. And any vehicle that starts to rust is kind of like cancer for metal. Rust is cancer for metal, and most body shop or most amateur won't be able to stop the rust properly. And if you cover it up with paint, you're trapping in the moisture, you're trapping in the rust itself, and then in a couple of years or a couple of months, the same rust might start to grow again, and you're gonna have a car looking all messed up. So you go around, you do your visual inspection. Paint strip usually happen on the roof because it faces the weather most. So sometimes I check for those, because if I'm gonna have to go back and repair and protect the machine from the sun, I would like a good price on it and stuff like that. So you just go around, visual inspection, and check your body panels to start with. I also like to check my headlight, my tail light to make sure, and that should be it. So the next step is getting underneath your vehicle to look. You can check the engine. We're gonna eventually get underneath the car, but just to start out, let's check our engine. And I bought this truck from Carvana, and I didn't really do the inspection properly, and it turns out I got a swollen battery. So within the first couple of days, I had to purchase a brand new battery, which would not happen if I'd stick to my inspection. So now you're doing the visual inspection, you can remove this. This is the engine cap. You usually remove it and you look for any oil leak, any type of build-up and stuff like that, because you want to make sure, you know. And for used engine, this in its current condition, the engine could be detailed. You can see that there is no real oil drip, no spillage anywhere. So you know this is a good to go situation. Battery terminal, the battery don't look swollen, there is no corrosion around the terminal, as though, you know, there'll be any battery connectivity issue. And this is a quick visual inspection on the upside. You want to make sure your radiator fluid is topped off. Right here, just a windshield wiping fluid. This is the brake fluid up here. This might need some brake fluid as we speak. And yeah, that's it for the upper visual inspection. I won't crawl underneath the car now, but you want to crawl underneath the car. I'm gonna have to try and get some shot, but you try to go underneath the car, you check around the oil pan to see that the oil pan area is properly sealed, there's no drippage in between the crease. You're making sure there's no leak, no oil, any oil buildup. You check along the transmission pan as well for your next step. Now your next step is going to be driving the car, and first when you turn on the engine, you want to listen for any misfiring, rough idle, or the engine. It is either it's over revving or, as I say, rough idle. And these symbol issue that the vehicle will have to be fixed. Now that you've checked the engine idle and whatnot, you'll take your car for a test drive. Now in the test drive stage, you want to make sure that your alignment, you want to make sure that your vehicle is properly aligned, which means that there's not too much play in the steering and whatnot. So proper alignment, you're trying to listen for any knocks, clinks, squeal, just sound like those usually are indicators that there's a bad part on the engine. You also want to listen for any rocking sound, which goes for suspension parts being loose and whatnot. And that's it. Inspecting a car should take like 10 minutes. 10 minutes, you can visually inspect your car, check the OBD2 sensor, check for any oil leak, any stains, give it a sound check, listen for the engine, and so on and so forth. I hope this video helped you guys. It was just a quick video. I'm just offering some insight. I thought it would be great for, newcomers to the car game, wanting to purchase a car yourself. Don't really have anybody to help you go through it. Just check for these things, and it should help you with your used car buying experience. I Let the Savage, thank you for watching. Boom, I'm out.